What's going on, folks? This is Coach Marcus, Pro Fan Hoops. And you know me, I want to get into a little tape. Already, I see on the interwebs and YouTubes, people giving their opinions on the game. I thought it was a great game. I thought Minnesota was just a better team. And of course, people want to jump on the Stephanie White is terrible bandwagon. And while she probably did make a couple mistakes, not probably, she did. I will always fall on the side of games are won and lost by the players on the court. Because I go back and look at some of the highlights of this game, and credit to Indiana, they battled back and they got it to within a one possession game, a 2-point game. And they just couldn't get over the hump. They just kept sabotaging themselves. So I'm going to go back, and I'm not necessarily looking at the plays they were running, because you're going to have good plays and bad plays, because nobody's bitching. All of these people that think Caitlin Clark can do no wrong. And again, let me reiterate, I am a Caitlin Clark fan, but I do not subscribe to the fact that she can do no wrong, or I do not subscribe to the fact that everything that doesn't go her way or the Indiana Fever's way is strictly because of Stephanie White. There's a lot of blame to go around, and that's why I watch the tape. And at the end of the day, I will always say it all comes down to the players. The people that you got on the court, did they execute? Did they do the things that they had to do to get the win? And in this case, they fell short. It's that simple. It's that simple. Did Stephanie White make some coaching blunders? Yes. However, none of those blunders had anything to do with the players on the court missing open shots when they had the opportunity to take this game over and switch the momentum, steal the momentum at a critical point in the game. You had less than 3 minutes left. It was a one possession game. We'll get into this in a minute, and they couldn't get it done. So let's take some looks. I'm gonna hit a couple of plays just as reference in the third quarter, but most of the stuff I'm looking at is fourth quarter. Most of the stuff that I'm looking at is the fourth quarter. So let's kind of get into it. All right, so let's watch this play. Kelsey Mitchell gets the handoff from AB, and she's going to come right here and give it to Cece. Right? So look at all of this space. Look at all of that space. Now, it doesn't take much for Michaela to close the gap. Right? Let's be real. But now what should happen is Kelsey should come around and threaten this gap right here. If she threatens that gap, Fee is not going to stay right here. Michaela, usually they're going to collapse. So that creates a little bit of extra space right here. So Caitlin should have enough room to hit a three or drive to the lane. My lines are horrible, but let's watch what happens. All right. So in this one, Kelsey doesn't attack. What I think should happen, now I don't know how the play is drawn up, but what I think should happen is Kelsey should come down here and threaten right here. Threaten the attack to bring Fee and to bring Michaela right there and to create a little bit of extra space for Caitlin Clark. But she doesn't. She stays high and then she just dips it back over. However, she still gets an open shot. Right there. She's in the act of shooting. She's already got her feet set. She's got a good look. She's got a good look at the basket, right? She's got McBride beat from the standpoint of McBride is low, knees bent. Caitlin is already about to spring. So I'm not thinking that Kayla McBride is gonna be able to get up and block this. So she's got an open look in my book. Doesn't fall. That's not Stephanie White's fault. Okay? That's not Stephanie White's fault. Let me small up myself a little bit. So that's one. Again, that's not Stephanie White's fault. The play is where it needs to be. You got the ball to Caitlin. She got an open look. It just didn't fall. Now that's one, right? That's a 3-point difference right there, but you can't make them all. So I need you to watch this right here. Okay. Caitlin bringing everybody to her, right? Ooh, did I close that? Yeah, I did. Hold on for a second. Docs. There we go. All right, so she's bringing everybody with her, right? So Aaliyah, coming off from setting the pick, should widen out a little bit and get in the middle of the lane. Now you got Fee, and you got to deal with that. That's your man. Big on big. That's what you want. I'll take that all day. Right? Good defense by Nat Howard. Nat Howard stays. Okay? Nat Howard stays. And we're going to get into this a little bit more. Nat Howard knows these plays. She played with Stephanie White last year. She knows what's coming. So that gives her an advantage, and she stays. But CeCe gets the pass, gets it up high, and she goes up and gets it. Right there, good pass. Now, you either going to spin or you going to go up into her and draw the foul. She spins, goes up, lazy hook with the left. You got to make that. If you within 3 feet, I'm sorry. You have to make that play. You have to make that play. You right there. You in the circle. You have to make that play. We can't have our bigs missing shots in the right underneath the rim. Another opportunity gone. Again, that ain't Stephanie White's fault. All right, so let's get into the fourth quarter. All right, not bad. You got Fee going this way. She's coming with you, and you beat her to the point, and then swing around right here, and then you got your open look to the basket. Good move. A lot of space. I like the space. You got plenty of time. You got the perfect look. You got the look. Wide ass open. Great look, great shot. Doesn't fall. Off a little bit. What else do you want? Not Stephanie White's fault. That's not a bad play. The play, I don't know if she's going rogue, but she's coming off Mo Billings. Mo Billings trying to get to her spot. She gets up, gets behind her, and there you go. You got plenty of Mo Billings is in front of Fee. So at the very least, Fee can't come get in her face and go up and offer a contest. Can't make it a contested shot because Mo Billings got the screen right here. Number 3, she's the only one that can get some defense and get a hand in her face. But Caitlin's already looking at the basket. You know she's about to launch, and she's got plenty of space, and she's got a wide open look, and it just doesn't fall. Do you need a better look than that? No. This is the look that you want. Now, it might not be her favorite spot. Her favorite spot is over here. But she's got an open look, and if you're going to be the dreaded 3-point shooter that everybody thinks you are, that's an open look. You got to make the shot. Point period, end of paragraph. And she's off. It happens. But again, that ain't Stephanie White's fault. I talked about bad passes. Now, I don't know what this is. This is, again, Nat Howard knowing what the play is. Now, this I am going to put this a little bit on Stephanie White because you got to change some things up because you know you're dealing with a player who knows your plays. And this is, I believe this is the one, this is great anticipation by Nat Howard. Yep. Contested. Although on this one, KK, you got to have that. I'm sorry. You got to have that. You got to make that. She's coming around. You got two. All right. You got two. You got 1-2 right there. You're coming. You got to get your hands on the ball like a wide receiver. You should not let, that was a good pass by Caitlin. You should not let Nat Howard take that ball from you. You got to get both hands on the ball and secure it before you do anything else. And she didn't do that. This is on, that was my mistake. This is on KK Timpson. You got to catch this pass. You got to catch this pass. She got hands on it. You got to get your hands on the ball. Get your position. Your hip should be in front of Nat Howard. So, again, good play by Nat Howard. She knows what's coming. And she's 6'4", so she got the wingspan too. Know your personnel. Know who you dealing with. I'm going to put this on KK. You supposed to have this ball. Good defense by Nat Howard. So Caitlin Clark is walking the ball up the court. And to me, this was, Caitlin just made a lazy pass. Again, and Natasha Howard knows what's coming. She knows what's coming. Watch her anticipation. But to me, this is on Caitlin Clark. This is what I call a lazy pass. Right there. Natasha Howard knew what was coming. And Aaliyah Boston is reaching for air. Step to the ball, go get the ball. Do not wait for the ball to come to you. That's why in the NFL, when we run routes and the ball is coming, the ball is in the air, you go to the ball. You got to make sure what your down and distance is, but you go to the ball lest some defensive back or safety gets in front of you, reaches around, and tips the ball. You have to go get it. This is exactly what happened. She sits there, waits for the ball to come to her. Natasha Howard knows what's coming, goes get it. Goes to get the pass. And Aaliyah Boston just standing there stuck on stupid. Again, great anticipation and great play by Natasha Howard. This is some of the dirty stuff we got from Natasha Howard last year. You make the stop, you make the shot. There you go. All right, now we gonna get to the nitty gritty. If we come down now, where it really got serious was when it is 90. It's 98 to 100. We got 237 left. We around here somewhere. Kelsey Mitchell, she missed the 3, but she got the 3 free throws. She hit 2 of the 3. So you're looking at a 98 to 100 game with 2 minutes and 15 seconds left. That's plenty of time in a one possession game. That's plenty of time in a one possession game. All right. So now let's look at what happens. Let's look at what happens. Caitlin coming down. She slows it back up. Gives it to AB. AB's got room to take the shot. She does not. Kicks it back. Good screen. She's in the way. Nat Howard is just trying to do something. She's just trying to put, a chicken wing up in the air, but she knows she's not going to block that shot. So in my opinion, Caitlin Clark has got a nice looking look at the basket. That's a good look. That's an open shot. She's made that shot before, but tonight she did not. Another open look. Not really contested. She got a good shot off on that. She's made that shot before. That was a good shot. Rolled out, didn't make it. Good hustle. Gets the rebound, and then they go to the next one. And then if I'm not mistaken, she fires it up again and misses the next one. If I'm not mistaken, she miss. Yep. Aaliyah Boston gets the rebound. Back out to Caitlin. Back out to her. Gives it to Sophie. Sophie immediately gives it to Sophie. Sophie immediately kicks it back out to Caitlin, and Caitlin's got all of this space. Nobody in her face, uncontested, right? So again, that makes it a 1-point game. But not Stephanie White's fault. This is a wide open shot. You can't get no more wide open than this. Matter of fact, this is the same location. This is the same shot where she won the game a couple weeks ago, right? Same location on the court. If you watch Caitlin Clark, this is her spot. On the left, about 25 feet out, that's her spot. She got her spot. She got clearance. She got space. Launch it. Off. Too much. She had to look. I don't think that was blocked. I don't think that was blocked. Nope, that wasn't blocked. She had to look. It didn't fall. It didn't fall. So, again, that ain't Stephanie White's fault. And what else? What else we got? Kelsey Mitchell missed a shot, but by the end it was it's a 4-point game. She missed a shot, gets the foul, 1-foot layup. By that time it was pretty much over. KK Timpson missed the free throws. And then at that point it was pretty much over. It was 98 to 104. So you're talking about a 6-point game. And that's exactly what I mean. Now you can have criticism for Stephanie White all you want, but even with that, and I acknowledge that Stephanie White didn't do the best job tonight, but that's okay. What you did have though was you had a team that had an opportunity to take control of this game, and they just couldn't make the shots. That's simple to me, because everybody makes mistakes. Leah Boston was missing layups. Caitlin Clark was missing shots. She had some lazy turnovers. And still, you had an opportunity to take the game with a little over 2 minutes left in the game. You had an opportunity to take the momentum from them, and you couldn't do it. You had a couple of 3-point shots, wide open looks, and they didn't fall. So ultimately, and that is why I say, the team that makes the most open shots is going to win the game. Some of them plays that you saw down the stretch may not have been drawn like that, or it may have been freestyling, but whatever it was or whatever it wasn't, all I know is Indiana had open looks at the end of that game that they did not make.